Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of the Human Noble Origin. Alright, they're praying to the Maker. I believe I can talk to them. The interesting thing about this religion is that it's actually real in the sense that the Maker himself is debatable. I'm not sure. We don't see him in the game, but we do see a lot of spirits, evil spirits and bad spirits, which are sort of the equivalent of angels and demons, and they're very real. And the Fate, which not really the equivalent of heaven and hell, but it does exist and it is observable and it is very interesting. So religion, I think, makes a lot more sense here than in our world.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all!
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
Perhaps later. I have other tasks now.
There may not be another time.
Well, okay then, let's pray.
Please, child, call me Malol. I've known you since you were a wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need. Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be. Your faith is silent tonight. I hope you are just deep in reflection. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Thank you, Mello. Could you answer a few questions?
I cannot. Many await my attendance before they march into the unknown. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Okay then. She is busy. And we have a codex about the Maker. Let's see what it says. I believe this is creation of the humans legend, of how they were created in the Golden City and sent to the Earth. And in the Mage Origin we see it, but we'll see it in this game too, where when you enter the Fade, the Golden City is now the Black City because it was corrupted by the mages, and they in turn become the first Blight, the first of the Darkspawn. We saw that in the trailer. We'll get more to that when we get to the Fade and the Golden City. But for now, let's focus on the castle and looking for my brother. Well, I know where my brother is, over here. Now, there's this bug. Look, when I open the map and I close it, look how I'm running. Weirdly, it's because of the mod that hides my helmet in and out of combat. So it's something that we'll just have to live with.
Good evening, my lord.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening.
Good evening, my lord.
That's all you say. Okay. Some servants. These are elves. City elves. They're also elves that live in the wild.
We will serve you while the Terran is away.
And the city elves usually are servants or they live in ghettos.
We will serve you well while the Terran is gone.
Their life is not very good usually.
I shall do it.
Slavery, as I recall, is not so prominent in Ferelden, but still.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, hello.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Oh. She was my nanny before she was the cook. Nan won't leave.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly.
Okay.
You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Whoa, she's actually shouting. He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Oh, okay, so you're gonna be my companion. Okay, to the kitchen then.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
The Mabari Hounds, reference to the Mastiffs, I believe. Whoa, she really is shouting. Where is she? Where's the kitchen? Over here?
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you! Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Slow down, he's not a mongrel, he's a pure-blood Mobari.
A blight wolf is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Okay, I'm going in.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
What is it? What smart boy you are. Oh, yes you are.
Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits. He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
Whoa, giant rats. Yeah, as you can see now, I have the helmet on. Poor rats. They're just killing them with swords and...
It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Yeah, I told you he was smart. Those are very large rats.
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kokari wilds sometimes. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending your larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants.
Oh, come on.
I expect those filthy things are dead.
They are. My faithful warhound makes sure of it.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Okay, can we talk some more?
Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes?
I'm in a... What? Do you know what...
Adney, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable old bat.
Oh, bat am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearths, and no complaining.
Oh, busy day?
Just keeping order. That's why your father keeps me on. The good maker knows I needn't take care of you anymore. Thank you for coming to your old Nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more trouble than he's worth. He is. Don't start with me. You've gotten all you're getting today. But what about you, my lord? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope?
Yeah, of course.
Good. I'm not exactly privy to your goings-on now that you're grown. Just an old nanny, never invited to your father's fancy meetings. Do you remember that bedtime tale I used to tell you, the dog that bit?
Not too well, no. I'm gonna take this time and say that in this game, oftentimes you will get very nasty things to say and just be extremely rude and extremely direct, but I'm gonna be a nice guy. Just maybe sometimes I'll showcase a rude option, a rude response. Not too well, no, I don't remember the story so well.
Bless me, I used to tell you that one every night, I did. I thought it was your favourite. Before our fathers' fathers came down from the mountains, a warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief. They named him Hahaku and gave him everything. He grew up a fine, strong pup, destined to be the partner of the chief's eldest son. The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and the time for the chief's son to take a warhound came closer. Hahaku's pride swelled, and many of the people of the tribe came to the chief, quietly whispering of this dog's bullying. With each complaint, the chief saw only Hahaku's strength and pride, and sent his people away. But as his son grew, the chief watched more closely. The day might come when his boy's life would depend on this dog. If the humblest of his people would not trust Hahaku, how could he?
So he made a weaker dog his son's partner?
There are many kinds of weakness. You'd do well to remember that. When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly waiting to be called, but the old chief chose Hahaku's brother as his son's hound. Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand. The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village, seeking shelter in the tents and kennels. The other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Before the chief could reach him, the tribe had torn Hahaku apart. Now, what should you carry from this tale?
Don't abuse your power.
Exactly. Hahaku took advantage of a position he thought he was entitled to. But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave,
Why did you tell me that story?
It's a story worth repeating. That's all. Be off with you then. Tell your brother farewell before he rides off to war.
That was nice how subtly she implied that I shouldn't abuse my power. Hello, servants.
We will serve you while the Terran is away.
Okay. I have my dog. Can I speak to the dog? Yes. Do I have some treat? No, I don't. Do you see anything interesting? Returns with what looks to be a 100-year-old bottle of wine. Okay. So I have a bottle of wine. Yep. It's a gift. Okay. A companion gift. I guess the dog wouldn't want it back, so I'll just keep it.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Of course it is. There were rats.
Ah, marvellous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Weren't you drunk, you can say. Of course, it's good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron? I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, my lord.
Good to see you too.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra!
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Oh, that's so not like me. Girls had never had crushes on me.
Aware that my husband and son are about to ride off to battle and perhaps never return? Quite.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
Okay, so just you and me, mother.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Did you know there's a Great Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
Father wouldn't allow it. And Would that be so bad?
There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Why can't I go with Father and Fergus?
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off, but we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you?
I could make a difference.
You are here. Trust me, you'll get your chance for excitement soon enough.
Okay, I just have a bad feeling about this.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours.
Are you staying at the castle?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think you should go.
Don't worry, my dear. It won't be long.
Do you know where Fergus might be?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
I should go.
I love you, my darling boy. You know that, don't you?
I love you too.
Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
And that's how I'm gonna end this episode. Stay tuned for the next one, and be good.